be talking about why plastic bags should be banned. Every day we encounter plastic bags, either at the gas station, getting some snacks, or at the grocery store for our weekly groceries. Americans use between 70 billion and 100 billion plastic bags every year, which averages about 1,500 per family. Today I'm going to tell you about the effect that plastic bags have on the environment and why it should be banned. While many people think that recycling is effective, it is not cost effective and about 1% of material gets recycled. We will be looking at different ways that we can make a difference. Protecting and saving our environment from landfill is very important, not only for our wildlife, but for ourselves as well. I face the choice of using plastic every day, and I also watch other people face the same decision. Thousands of people use plastic bags every day, and on average, at least one plastic bag per person per day gets disposed into our environment. If everyone continues to ignore this issue, we will no longer be able to walk on the sidewalk without passing plastic bags every couple of feet. I decided to do my own research on this topic in order to become more informed and to know how I can reduce my impact, as well as inform other people around me. Let's begin at looking at how it's impacting our environment, specifically wildlife. Worldwide, 1 trillion single-use plastic bags are used each year and nearly 2 million each minute. In 2010, a dead gray whale washed ashore in the Seattle Puget Sound. When scientists examined the contents of the whale's stomach, they found 20 plastic bags. Plastic bags have been found in 94% of North Sea, and porpoises are most affected by this because they eat sea nettles and jellyfish, which they mistake for plastic bags in the ocean. Even land animals are affected. This is not their fault, this is ours. Sea turtles also make the mistake of plastic bags for jellyfish. As you can see, the plastic bags look exactly the same as a jellyfish within the ocean. If the animal is lucky enough to eat the plastic, then they are unlikely to completely digest it and suffer a slow and painful death from toxicity or external blockage. It is estimated that one bag has the potential to kill one animal every 3 months, and considering the number of littered plastic bags ranging from 1.5 million to 3 million. This means a lot of our ecosystem is suffering, and if our ecosystem suffers, then our food becomes more scarce. Plastic bags have a huge impact on our oceans. They're filling up gyres, suffocating wildlife, and turning our beaches into plastic pollution in all 5 major gyres, which is presented right here. Gyres are circular systems of currents in the world's oceans. The largest concentration of plastics ever recorded is 580,000 plastic particles per square kilometer, which is about 191 pounds. Here is the Great Pacific Gyre, renamed the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. You can tell just how much garbage there is by the sailboat compared to this fragment of a picture. There is an estimated 300 million plastic bags that end up in the Atlantic Ocean alone. The image on the right shows the Caribbean Ocean filled with plastic garbage. After natural disasters, it is nearly impossible to stop plastic from going into the ocean, considering that it is swept up by the waves, pushed under, and pushed further out. The entire ocean has already been corrupted by 200 billion pounds of plastic, and other experts estimate that about 1 billion pounds of plastic goes into our ocean annually. Here is a picture of Camilo Beach, Hawaii, before plastic pollution. Here is the same beach after plastic pollution. As you can see, and it barely looks like the original beach. An estimated 1 in 3 consumers simply allow a plastic bag to disappear into the wind and waves of the ocean. While recycling seems like a great solution for reducing the amount of plastic that goes back into our environment, it actually is very misleading. There are many different types of plastic, causing it to be very hard to sort and cost-effective. Almost all curbside recycling programs do not accept plastic bags because they actually hinder the process, clogging the machines at the recycling centers. Less than 1% of plastic bags are ever going to be recycled, and it is very expensive to recycle plastic bags, considering they do not melt down easily and are often not able to be reused in the same form. Many think reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. Well, I like to think refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. Refuse the plastic bags at the grocery stores. Reduce the amount you're using, and reuse the ones that you already have, such as holding different household items or using them as dog beds. It is time for change. While recycling is not a solution for reducing the amount of plastic bags, we need to look at different solutions for cheap bags that can act like plastic bags and changing our regulations on those plastic bags, such as taxing them or just completely banning them. Several countries have either been multiple cities in the US today. Denmark has the oldest existing plastic bag tax, passed in 1993. In Denmark, the average person uses 4 plastic bags a year. In Ireland, people are faced with a €0.15 tax on every bag used. And just this year, British Prime Minister Theresa May outlined a plan to eliminate all plastic by the year 2042. Queen Elizabeth II decided to put her plan in act this year, banning plastic straws, bottles, and bags from royal estates. Several countries have already banned plastic bags as well, including France, China, Italy, Rwanda, Bangladesh, and Brazil. In the United States, we see change as well. Several cities have banned plastic bags. To name a few, Seattle in 2012, Portland in 2011, San Francisco in 2007, and Los Angeles in 2014. Austin, Texas in 2013, Dallas in 2015, and Chicago in 2015. Over 150 cities and counties banned or required fees on plastic bags. California was the first state to pass a ban on plastic bags in 2014. Washington, D.C. was the first U.S. city to require to charge customers 5 cents for every paper or plastic bag. The proceeds made from this go back to the retailers and to environmental cleanups. We need to begin finding a new solution for plastic bags, such as changing the material. But let's focus on how much it really takes to decompose. One a plastic bottle, 450 years. A plastic beverage holder, 400 years. And your fishing line that got caught on the bottom of the lake last summer, 600 years. All compared to an apple core, which takes 2 months. So how can we change the amount of time that plastic gets decomposed? Incorporating more photodegradable plastic materials into our plastic bags. Photodegradable plastic will decompose when exposed to sunlight, causing multiple reactions to occur and resulting in the destruction of molecules. Since most plastics do not decompose naturally, they continue to be a part of our nature. Through photodegradable plastic bags would decompose faster, causing less harm to the environment for a shorter period of time. What difference can you make? Buy unpackaged foods, such as from the farmer's market. Use paper, steel, or bamboo straws, or simply refuse of straw restaurants. Use reusable or degradable shopping bags made from starch, corn, or potatoes. Another way are reusable bags. One person using a reusable bag over the time of their lifetime will eliminate 22,000 plastic bags from the environment. Just be careful, as reusing these bags over a long period of time causes a buildup of harmful bacteria, so remember to wash your bags regularly. Other options include silicone food containers, 100% cotton bags, or Nordic by Nature sandwich bags, which are non-toxic and made from cotton fiber and food-safe polyester. The next time you are faced with the decision to take a plastic bag from the grocery store, remember that you can refuse. Plastic bags are beginning to overflow our oceans, suffocate our wildlife, and destroying our beaches. Recycling centers are beginning to burn in gas house emissions due to the mass amount collected, and only 1% actually gets recycled. The effects of plastic on our environment are tremendous. Finding a new and better alternative for bagging your groceries is one of the ways that you can change and help our environment. Donating money to charities that do environmental cleanups, and even donating money to recycling centers so they can come up with more efficient and cost-effective ways to decompose of plastic. With more than 500 billion and possibly 1 trillion plastic bags are in circulation annually, society needs to begin addressing the issue more seriously. Here are some reusable bags for you. So next time, remember, refuse, reduce, and recycle.
Thank you.
Thank you.